Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin with the KSJE On the Road. We are coming to you today from the Big Idea Makerspace here at San Juan College. We're learning all about some of the things that you can make right here at the San Juan College Makerspace on our latest KSJE On the Road program.
At Presbyterian Medical Services, our purpose is you.
KSJE On the Road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net.
Don't miss Survival, the exhibition at the Farmington Museum, February 3rd through May 4th. Learn more at farmingtonmuseum.org.
At Presbyterian Medical Services, our purpose is you.
I love my job. I make a difference in someone's life today.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Please help me, my child.
Sending the paramedics to help you
The
stay on the
reward, the payoff to know that my career provides someone with the help they need when they need it. That's why I do what I do.
And welcome back to KSJE On the Road. I'm Scott Michlin from KSJE. We are at the San Juan College Big Idea Makerspace today. And joining me is the man who runs the whole place. Martin Brady is here from the San Juan College Makerspace. Mr. Brady, hello. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you, Scott, and welcome to the Makerspace.
Thank you very much.
It's wonderful to have you and your listeners and viewers here.
Right. We've been looking forward to coming over and just reminding everybody kind of what it is that we can make here in this space. And your folks have showed us a lot of the different things, but there's more that I know that we're going to be able to touch on in just our short program today. There's a lot of things going on here. And I guess to get us started, maybe give us kind of an overview of the idea behind the Makerspace. This is really exactly what it says, a place to make things.
It is, and the idea behind the Big Idea Makerspace is your idea. So whether you're an entrepreneur, small business, anybody with an idea, bring that idea into the Makerspace and work with the technicians here, and they will help you make that idea a reality. So we have lots of different types of equipment, from full woodworking workshop, metal workshop, to high-tech machines, including plasma cutters, heavy metal plasma cutters, to high-fidelity laser engravers and cutters, and of course 3D printers.
Amazing. And I understood about 50% of what you just said. but that's okay, because you have people here that can help folks who maybe don't understand what can be done here to really see the potential.
Absolutely, because it's one thing is just getting your idea to reality, is actually helping you figure out how to do that. So the technicians help orient you to the machines and the technology so you can actually do it yourself.
Right. And you mentioned 3D printers, and I know we got to take a special kind of in-depth look at that machinery, and so I want to go to that interview right now to kind of see a little bit more about what we're talking about with this technology of 3D printing, which I know a lot of folks have been hearing about, but to actually see it in working and kind of start thinking about what it could do for you is really amazing. So let's take a look at our interview from earlier today. I'm here with Lisa Peacock, who was talking to me a little bit about some of the machinery available at the Makerspace. Lisa, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Yes.
We have 3D printers in front of us, huh?
Yeah.
You have multiple 3D printers. Mm-hmm. And so talk to me through what we're seeing here. We've got two in motion, so obviously two things are being manufactured. What's happening here?
Yeah, so these 3D printers right here are filament printers. So they use spools of plastic filament and build up parts layer by layer. So the two machines you see here are building up some plastic parts.
And these are parts that could be, I guess, just spare parts, extra parts for machinery or whatever, I suppose,
right? Yeah, so you could print fun little toys or gadgets, but where the printers really shine is they're good for prototyping. So if a company wants to machine a new part out of metal, it's kind of expensive to go straight to manufacturing out of metal. So these printers can help you prototype through the design process. And then once you have all of the dimensions correct, then you can send the part off for machining. So it's just an inexpensive way to make new parts.
Right. And that machining could also be done here, I think I remember, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We do have a CNC mill.
In metal, right? Which
Yes.
would machine it in metal, not plastic like this.
Yeah, it can do aluminum or steel.
Gotcha. And what do you find people use these for? Is it for like the smaller toys or for actual widgets, or what are they coming in to make?
Yeah, actually all of that. So we'll have classes for younger students who want to print out games or toys with the 3D printers. And then there's also people who would like this. They have a piece of equipment or something and a small piece broke, or like something on their car broke. They could print off a replacement part here. And then also, if a company wants to design a new product, they can model it here at the Makerspace and then print it right away to see how it turns out.
Interesting. And it seems to me from what I've seen of 3D printers, they're getting faster.
Yeah, that's right. So these ones are actually a few years old. The printers out now are actually a lot faster than ones we have here, but these ones are still pretty good.
Very cool. And I see you've named them Thing 1, Thing 2.
Yeah, Thing 1, Thing 2, and EULA.
And EULA,
Yes.
okay. Very cool. Very good. Well, thank you. We'll go see something else in a minute.
Okay.
A little bit about the Makerspace 3D printing here as we are taking KSJE on the road to check out the Big Idea Makerspace here at San Juan College. And Martin Brady, again, 3D printing, that's maybe has been around for a while now, a few years, correct? At least a few.
It has been a while, but there's always new technology coming out. So
Right.
Technology that can use different materials to get to either a higher resolution, or sometimes you need that engineering grade material for specific function or specific uses. But the key part is the prototyping. So test and learn, and as Lisa indicated, you can prototype using 3D printing machines before you go into and invest into manufacturing.
Right. Certainly a lot cheaper to make it smaller or maybe out of plastic than metal and full size.
Absolutely.
Whatever you're trying to do. And that's just one example of what there is to make here at the Makerspace. We are literally surrounded by equipment here. It's pretty quiet, but it isn't always this quiet. I know they've been very nice to make it a little quieter for us today. But when this place is humming, I imagine it's really humming.
It is. I mean, the technicians put on workshops.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a workshop on Monday, which was a stamp making workshop, and it was super busy in here.
That's
so
the rubber stamps that we see, right?
Rubber stamps that you ink. So we had people coming in with their company logos, or creating their own designs, and walking out of here with a stamp that they could use at home, or gifts.
Right.
But we also have other technology like printing machines, so we can print on fabrics, you can make t-shirts, you can make vinyl stickers. So in terms of 3D printing, you have 2D printing, but also the ability to print on lots of different types of material.
And that's kind of what we see behind us, is it
Yes.
not? Some of these larger format printers?
Yeah, over here we have the vinyl printing machine, and then behind us here, it's high quality fabric printing.
Okay.
So you can print direct to fabric, or you can print it on a substrate, and then heat press it onto a different fabric. And we give examples like you can use it for photography to create canvas prints.
Right.
But we have a company here in the Enterprise Center that actually uses it to, they've created their own design and they heat press it onto fabric, and they're creating garments and fashion items out of that here at the Enterprise Center.
Interesting. And I think just for me and a lot of other people, I think too, they're always amazed. I'm always amazed to learn what you can make here, and things that you might buy in a store or order from out of town with your company logo on it or your design. If you're an artist or whatever and you want to see your design on fabric or engraved in metal or stone or what have you, can be done here.
Yes, and it can be totally customized to what your need or occasion or event is.
Right, right.
So you can actually take something, you could buy something in the store, but also bring it here, because we've had somebody in here today who was embroidering a hoodie and adding a company logo to a hoodie.
Oh.
So that's just one example. So the things you can actually purchase in the store, but then bring it here to customize it for yourself. Etching is one example of that. So
Right.
if you have a specific celebration or event you want to promote, you can customize it to your own needs.
Nice. And so how does that work exactly, Martin Brady? Because I know obviously there's some training, but we can't just give you a pile of hoodies and say, embroider this for me. You really want the individual to do it, to learn how to do it themselves, correct?
Absolutely. We want to empower the community with knowledge. That's the key part. And we're providing access to lots of different types of technologies and equipment to help them do that. There are many ways you can actually achieve your final result. So the technicians here can help guide you and provide you with different options. So if it's the same idea, you could laser etch it in wood, or you could print it out with a vinyl sticker.
Right.
So there's lots of different ways you can deliver or achieve that idea. But we're open to the community, so anybody can walk in. You can call the number, set up a tour if you just want to see the facility and look at all the equipment for an introductory tour. And we have day rates, or we have monthly rates, and we also have this fun gift punch card where you can purchase a card and then your card is punched every time you come into the makerspace.
Got you. And after so many punches, do I get a free cup of coffee, or what do I get?
We actually have free coffee here. So
Okay,
you can get
never
free
mind. Don't
coffee
even need the
anytime.
punch card for that. But if I visit a certain amount of times, what does that mean? Do I get a discount at the next time, or is it just a punch card to keep
It's
track
just
of
a
your
punch
visits?
card, but the more visits the more visits you come, or more times you need the makerspace, we have different pricing models, so it becomes
Okay.
more effective. So pretty much if you come to the makerspace, say 3 or 4 times in a month, that's pretty much the same as a monthly membership.
I
So
see.
It's pretty inexpensive. So if you come here one time and then you like it and come back again and again and just pay daily,
Keeps track of your visits.
we will just convert you to a monthly membership.
Got you. And that phone number, if folks want to call, I think I put it on the screen.
It's 505-566-3112.
And that works for just coming in to get a tour, to kind of seeing the machinery up close like we are today, or making an appointment to come in and actually make something.
Yes, and that could be yourself individually, or if you have a family or kids or students and you want to bring a group in,
Right.
just call the number and we can organize that for you.
Okay. Another cool piece of machinery that we got to take a look at, I think, was one of your laser engravers. So I want to show that real quick too, as we talk about some of the different things that you can make here at the Big Idea Makerspace at San Juan College. I'm here with Bodge Begay, and we are going to be looking at another piece of equipment, and this is a laser cutter engraver, as I read the label off the machine.
Yeah.
Now, what can we do with this? Obviously,
You could cut, you could score, you could engrave, you could do all kinds of stuff with this.
and you're going to show us right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it has a big bed, so you can put a bunch of. You can lower the bed and laser different size stuff.
Okay.
It has a pretty good size cut space, print space.
Right.
So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna load it.
Just a piece of wood, right?
Yeah, so this laser machine can do a lot of organic materials such as wood. It cuts up to a 1/4 of an inch with wood, acrylic, leather. We just had a student come in and cut some material because she does sewing and embroidery. So this helps a lot because when it cuts, it actually seals the threading and stuff. So this is probably my favorite machine here.
Okay.
Okay, so
so it could be, you could use a thicker piece, I guess, is what you were saying, because you could lower that bed and you could make it engrave a larger, thicker piece.
Oh yeah.
All
So
right.
right now I'm homing it. Okay, homed.
Little laser right there.
It's
Close
ready.
the top.
Close the top.
All right.
Then we'll turn this on. So right now,
What is that? Now, what does that do?
So that one, if you see that tube there, it actually helps it.
It's going to vacuuming out some of the material, or?
Well, it's more like it actually helps your print stay clean.
I see.
Because of all the smoke that it emits.
Okay.
So what it does is it hits compressed air, which also helps push the air out to the exhaust.
Gotcha.
But right now, it helps cut your boards better, and it actually helps with flame control. Because that laser actually gets hot, and if it didn't have it, it would actually leave a scorch, a bigger scorch line. And a lot of times it wouldn't cut as better. It wouldn't cut as good if you didn't have it, because the smoke will actually mess up that laser beam.
Right.
Yeah,
it's literally burning into the surface of the wood.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what we're seeing right now.
Yep.
And it's making some really precise, I guess, burns as well, right?
Yeah.
That's what keeps it so sharp, and the lettering so sharp, so you can see what it's doing.
And that smoke, sometimes if you, especially with like leather or some acrylics, it'll emit a lot of smoke, and that will actually get into the lens, so that the compressed air does help a lot. So
I see.
It just makes it a lot cleaner cut, and just makes it so much better.
Right. And so what we're seeing is the logo of the Big Idea, which is coming from the computer where we started over here, correct?
Yep.
That's what we got.
Yes, sir.
And we can see a little bit of smoke, excuse me, maybe coming off the back. That's getting
pushed
eliminated by the pump, right, or whatever you call it.
And the system has an exhaust system where it sucks all the excess smoke out also. So this one's mainly, the compressed air is mainly for the quality control when you burn and you cut.
Right.
It does a lot when you cut too, because when you cut, there's a lot more smoke, and it just makes it all better.
Sure.
So a lot of stuff we can cut on this. We can do wood, leather, acrylic, fabric. We try to stay away from plastics, because if they have like some kind of chemicals in there, it does make it toxic. So we just rule of thumb, just stay away from plastic. As long as it's laserable acrylic, then we can do that.
Gotcha.
And then we also have a rotary attachment we have up here. So with this one, we'll plug it in, and then we could also do tumblers. We could also do etching on glass. We've had that done quite a few times.
And could it cut all the way through a thin piece, or is that a different machine?
Are you talking about the wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can cut through.
If you wanted it to. If that was a design that you wanted, it could make like a filigree or some kind of really precise cuts all the way through a thin piece of material.
And since this is on an XY axis, it actually is really accurate compared to our other lasers. But yeah, it really cuts accurate. It's a fun machine.
And what have you found that people
right here it's cutting now
use it for? Besides, this is cool. So now it's cutting through the whole thing.
Yeah, it's cutting through the whole thing. So if it didn't have that compressed air, it would actually smoke it out, and the laser beam wouldn't be as strong.
Right. It cut through the smoke and the wood.
See how it dropped? That means it cut all the way through.
It did. Well,
so what we do is we turn that off. So these are clips, because sometimes the
hold it in place.
Yeah, and it's the wood is actually see?
Just like that. How about that? Amazing. And quick.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. A lot of people would actually use these for like I said, leather work. They could cut pieces accurately with the machine. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this.
Sure.
You could make boxes. You could make gifts. You could put pictures on these. You could do. There's so many different things you can do. There's prototyping that you can use with this. People make jewelry. They cut earrings and stuff. They can etch wax. There's so many different things you can do. I could go on and on and on, but
well, because the machine can go on and on, right? Because it'll use a lot of different things. Very cool.
Yep,
well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Very interesting. Again, we're here at the Big Idea Makerspace at San Juan College and talking with Martin Brady about all the different things and showing you all the different things that can be made right here in Farmington, in San Juan County. And we were talking a little bit about how a lot of folks maybe don't realize the potential that is right here in literally their own backyard, and the equipment that you have here literally in our own backyard. This equipment is not cheap, I must say. Right?
It's not cheap.
I mean, I could go out and buy one, but it wouldn't be cheap.
Yeah, it's thousands to tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay. And available here for anyone
Absolutely.
to come in
So if
and
you're
learn to use and use with supervision and make things that you might find and buy in a store, retail.
Right. So if you know where San Juan College campus is, we're right on the San Juan College campus.
Right there. Perfect. And so that device was this laser printer that kind of works on softer material, you were telling me, right?
Yep.
Things like wood and leather.
Leather, correct.
Mostly things like that. But you have another one that's even more potent, I guess, strong.
Yeah, it's I would say it's more high res, but it has a stronger laser.
Okay.
And with that machine, you can get finer detail, but also you can get that finer detail on harder materials like metal and on stone.
Okay. Let's take a look.
And now we're going to do some engraving on a piece of slate, correct?
Yeah,
What's
slate
going on
coaster.
here?
So right now it's engraving the Big Ideas logo onto a coaster. You can get the coasters online pretty easily, and then you can edit a file to put your business logo or your artwork or initial on the coaster.
Okay. And this is slate, the other types of stone, I guess, that are okay to use too?
Yeah, well, this is a fiber laser, so it can do. Actually, I don't know if it can do.
So with the fiber laser, it's different than the other laser we looked at. The other laser is CO2 laser, which does more organic materials, wood,
Right.
leather, cardboard box.
Right.
But on the other hand, this one won't affect those products. But if you have slate, rocks, aluminum business cards, this will actually it reacts more to like darker material and harder material.
Okay.
So that's the difference between the fiber laser and the CO2 laser.
Gotcha.
So right now this is actually working on a galvo, whereas the other laser works on the XY track. So instead of having XY, in this box right here on top, it's called a galvanizer. And what it does is it shoots a laser beam through a fiber cable from the box up to here to the head, and then the head has two mirrors that move fast. And that's the lines you see are going back and forth at a super fast speed.
And that's what's creating the images, I guess, on the slate then. Is that what it is? Is where the lasers are hitting?
It's edging off the surface and it's reacting to the surface.
And you showed me 3 machines. We saw multiple 3D printers, but what would you say the price would be if somebody had to buy these on their own? I mean, any idea what it would cost to install something like this in a factory?
It was over like what, $1,000?
Yep.
They do have bigger machines like this, which actually can do more to metal. A lot of people use them for like silversmithing and jewelry making. This one right now, actually, it's strong enough to do this, but to do more material, you'll have to upgrade to a bigger machine.
Got it. Sure.
We have some that range from like 5,000 to 10,000, and they're a lot faster and they do a lot more damage. Yeah. And
when damage, you mean damage in a good way?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Control damage.
Just to be clear. Good.
The material. So.
Cool. And this was pretty quick. Yeah. And there you go. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
If I ever wanted to make my face on a piece of rock, now I know where to come, right? I can do it here.
Absolutely.
At the Makerspace. So, Martin, it's amazing all the things that you have to do here, and we're just in one room. There's a whole other set of machinery right next door, and that's a bit more, I don't know, heavy duty. What would you say? A little more intense?
I'd say it's more heavy duty, but probably a little bit more traditional in terms of what you'd find. It's a larger space. So we have woodworking machines like a lathe, we have a circular saw, we have sanding machines, but we also have really a full metal woodworking shop in terms of forming metal, bending metal, machining metal on benchtop milling machines, and we also have a CNC, a computer numeric controlled CNC machine, which is super high tech, where you can program your path and then put a block of
something
metal in
okay.
there and just have it machine away.
Interesting. And a lot of this does come from these types of, I guess, maybe computerized plans or drawings or blueprints, for lack of a better term.
So much of it is connected to computer technology. Whether you create your 3D model in a computer software, or if it's a 2D, a two-dimensional image, it's taking that through the computer technology and like feeding that information down to the specific machine or technology you're actually using to make your idea.
Interesting. Can you and your folks help with that too, that
Absolutely.
process?
We do have the software for that, for 3D modeling, but also 2D graphics. So like you said, you can bring a photograph of yourself in,
Right.
and we will take that photograph and convert it to a file that we can laser etch onto a state coaster.
Something, a coaster,
Yeah.
okay, a piece of marble,
That's right.
whatever.
Yeah, but the thing, whatever it is, I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you walk in here with your idea,
Mm-hmm.
and you can create that idea on many different types of materials, using many different types of technology, and walk out of here with your idea made. And that's what we do here at the Big Idea Makerspace.
Right.
Help you make your idea a reality.
Which is amazing. And again, it is right here on the campus of San Juan College, as you said. Folks can call and make an appointment, come in and see if they have specific questions about, you know, can I put this on this? And they can show you, and you can probably say yes, it sounds
Yes.
like to me.
Yeah.
Or just come in for a tour like we are
Absolutely.
here, and seeing some of the many other machinery that we don't have time to show you today and what it can all do. I'm looking at sewing machines, and again, that would be maybe an embroidery type of a
It
thing.
can be embroidery, or it can be, if you want to make a garment, if you have an idea for
Okay.
a garment, and whether you have materials or not, you can actually make garments and fashion items here. And we have people who come in here and can make shirts, but also make bags, anything embroidery, any soft goods. You can actually make it here completely.
Got you. And you mentioned some of the other traditional machinery in the other room that you have here, and maybe from folks who are as old as I do that took maybe wood shop or metal shop. Those are the more traditional types of machinery that we'd find over there too.
They would be the more traditional. I mean, we have welders here, but even on the woodworking side, we have traditional like a lathe or a circular saw, but we also have a flatbed 2D. Almost like a milling machine. So if you have a large piece of plywood, we can machine all of that out for whatever your design and pattern is. So there's small scale, but also even large scale woodworking equipment.
Got you. So I imagine not many projects stump you over here when someone comes on and says with an idea of, I want to make this into this, can you help me? I imagine most of the time the answer is yes.
It's rare if ever the technicians here are stumped, because they are creative problem solvers. And if you come in with an idea, even though they may never have executed something like that in the past, they will find a way.
Amazing. Amazing. Lots of creativity in this space, I can tell, and we've been witness to it today. And so have you, everybody, from our KSJE On the Road program. Martin Brady, thank you very much for kind of taking us through all the different things you have to experience here. I know we just kind of really touched the surface, but there's a lot more to see and do, and we hope folks will maybe give you a call and come by and take a look in person and see what the Makerspace has to offer.
Great. I appreciate you coming in, Scott. And yes, call us or just drop by.
Okay, right here on the campus of San Juan College, 505-566-3112. The Big Idea Makerspace here at San Juan College, and this is KSJE On the Road.
I love my job. I make a difference in someone's life today.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Please help me, my child.
Sending the paramedics to help you stay on the
Reward, the payoff to know that my career provides someone with the help they need when they need it. That's why I do what I do.
At Presbyterian Medical Services, our purpose is you.
KSJE On the Road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net.
Don't miss Survival, the exhibition at the Farmington Museum, February 3rd through May 4th. Learn more at farmingtonmuseum.org.
At Presbyterian Medical Services, our purpose is you.